computer. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green. Tonight we're going to talk about covering an honor with an honor. This has always been a bone of contention with lots of players because everyone says they don't know when to cover and when not to cover. So before we begin, I just want to mention 2 or 3 things. When the opponents are in a suit contract and your partner leads a card and you see dummy with a solid queen, jack, 10, 9, and you have the king, you know partner's never leading away from an ace. Never cover. As long as you see a solid suit in the dummy, never put up the king because you know partner will never have the ace. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see at the table in a suit contract. If dummy has king, jack, 10, and partner leads that suit on the opening lead in a suit contract, and you're holding the queen, and they put in the jack, do not cover with the queen, because they don't know whether the person led had the queen. So you know partner's not leading away from an ace. So these are 2 situations against suit contracts that I don't want you to cover. It's not going to be in part of our lesson this evening, but I think it's something you need to be aware of. So one of the main principles of covering an honor with an honor is if you see the card behind it in the dummy, if you see the card behind, if they lead the queen and you see the jack, or then you don't cover the first time. That is one of the rules. So I'm going to share the screen with you. I'm going to share the screen with you, and I'm not getting to see sharing this. It's not letting me share. There it is. Okay, it's coming up now. Okay. And I'm going to discuss 3 or 4 of the hands, 3 hands. And then if there are any hands that you want to talk about, you can mention it to me. So I'm going to bring up the hands. Sorry, let me just get this over. I'm working on a little computer. Hold on. I'll get it across in a minute. That's not the hand. That's not the hand. Okay, I'll get it now. There you go. And I know you can see me. That's the main thing, as long as you see me. There it is, okay. Hand number 6. I'm going to load hand number 6. It's one of the hands I wish to talk about this evening.
Linda?
Yes.
Could you, when you speak about these hands, you tend to say, we do this, we do that. And I don't know what position you're referring to.
No, I always call the name, I always call it if it's north or south or east or west.
Please.
So when I start the auction, I state and say east, okay, on this particular hand, on hand number 6, is going to open the bidding with 1 club. They're the dealer and they are too strong to open 1 no trump. Pass by south, 1 diamond by west. Now, I want to talk about you bidding 1 diamond. It is very important that you don't bid a no trump to show point count. A lot of you like to show a point count. We're not interested in a point count. We want you not to make your hand play the hand and the strong hand come on the table. You should bend over backwards to bid a suit so that maybe the stronger hand will play the hand. You want the lead up to the strong hand, not up to the weak hand. So anytime you have a hand like this, and maybe you don't have 4 diamonds, maybe you've got a 3-card diamond suit with 3 spades, 4 clubs, and 3 hearts in the west hand, just bid a diamond. It costs you nothing because I don't want you to bid the no trump. Try and think about, do you want your partner to be the dummy? And you never do. So by bidding a diamond, you wait to hear the opener's rebid. That is the principle of this game. North passes, and now East is going to bid 2 no trump. Two-note trump by east shows 18, 19 points. And you've only got 6. But these 6 points are together. Ace, queen, 10 are a source of tricks. If my queen was with the club and my 10 of diamonds was with a spade, it's not as much as a source of tricks as it is when they're all together. So West should accept the invitation having a nice 5-card suit. And you will bid 3-note trump. The West bids 3-note trump, and it goes pass by north, pass east, pass by south. And the natural lead, I beg your pardon. Someone asked me a question.
Just background noise, I think.
I leave the 4 of spades. And now the strong hand plays a hand. Very, very important. It goes small spade, 3rd hand high, and you're going to win the king. Now, I want you to never win an ace the first time. Because when you win the ace the first time, the psychology is that if anyone wins the ace the first time, they guarantee another stopper. Very important. Do not win the ace the first time, you win the king. And now let's count the tricks together. In the spade suit, we have 2, the ace and the king. In the heart suit, we have 2, that's 4. In the clubs, we have 1, is 5. And all we need are 4 diamond tricks. And we'll make the contract. So you should play now, keep your winners and dig up your treasures. And your treasures are in the diamond suit. And it is your duty to play the jack of diamonds, the high card from the short side first. If you do not cover an honor with an honor, I want you to see what happens. You're going to make all these diamond tricks. Now the king is going to just take fresh air. It's not even going to cover an honor. And now you're going to make 5 diamond tricks. So let's just go back to the correct play on learning to cover an honor with an honor. You have 7 between you. How would you like them to break? 3 and 3. But the percentages of them breaking 3 and 3 are only 32%. So if they cover the king on the jack, I know you want to be greedy. You think, well, I might as well take the ace and hope they break 3 and 3, and then I'll make all the tricks. But by covering the jack with the king, you will have promoted a trick in your partner's hand with the 9. If you did not cover, they're on easy street. Now you play the queen, and then you start to pray. Let's hope that they break. And now when you play the 10, the roof falls in. They did not break. And now it's another story altogether. So the correct play on this hand is we're going to go back to the very beginning. You must duck the king of diamonds. And why do we give them the diamond trick? Because we're not sure if the suit is going to divide favorably, which is only 32%. We want to guarantee that we're going to make 4 diamond tricks. I know you're giving up a trick, but this way you are guaranteeing the jack, the high card from the short side. Partner must cover the opponent and give this trick to them now, just in case they don't break. Now, whatever they come back, you will always have 4 diamonds to complete your 9 tricks. You'll have 2 spades, the ace king from east, 2 hearts from east, that's 4. The ace of clubs is 5, And you now, after giving them this trick, will make 4 diamond tricks is 9. And then you will make the contract. So when you see 4 diamonds in dummy, you never know how many your partner has. You must cover an honor with an honor in this position. Are there any questions on this hand?
Linda, Gail has her hand raised. Uh-oh. Did we lose her again?
No, I'm here.
No, Linda.
Yeah, we lost her.
Okay, well, modern technology. Let me call her.
Would somebody be able to tell me what Linda said in the beginning about the card behind the dummy?
She said if the dummy had the card under your lead, don't play.
You're not sure?
Well, she said if you lead the queen and the dummy has Jack 10, then your partner shouldn't cover the queen.
Okay.
Because you're never supposed to lead from an ace.
Okay.
You never underlead an ace.
Okay, do you know what underlead an ace means?
No, please explain it.
So you can underlead an ace in no trump. If you are leading 4th from your longest and strongest, and you have 4 to the ace, you're allowed to lead and leave your ace in your hand and lead something small to try to set up your suit, right? That's underleading an ace. It means I have it, but I'm going to lead this little guy over here. So we can do that in no trump because you're trying to set up your suit. But in a suit contract, don't underlead an ace. You know, if you're on the opening lead, the declarer's on your right, right? And if you're on an opening lead, who's the one that might have the missing king in your suit? I would think it's usually the declarer, right? They're the ones usually with the points. If you have an ace of diamonds and you want to lead a little diamond instead, if the declarer is sitting with the king, you're going to give them an undeserved trick because they're going to win the king because you're still holding your ace, when you should leave your ace behind that king like a catcher's mitt, so that when your partner or they lead from the dummy towards their king, when they put up their king, you can swallow it. So in a suit contract, don't underlead an ace. That's what that means. In this hand, I don't have the hands up, and I don't have them on BBO so that I can do what Linda does. But the covering and honor thing, did you guys grab the handout from, I'm going to put it in again. In the chat, if you can open the chat, and you can open this PDF. I'm just bringing it up. Actually, I could show you what it says. Let's see.
Unfortunately, many of us can't see the chat.
Okay.
That's wonderful now. Perfect.
Uh-oh. Hold on a sec. Hi, Linda. We're all chatting. Oh, goodness. That's okay. We're having potato chips and we're chatting. We'll wait for you. Okay. I'll tell them, yeah, don't worry. All right, bye-bye. There's a storm outside and it's affecting the blips in her internet. That's what she just told me. All right, so when to cover and honor. See this is in the lesson that you can download. And if you can't download it from the chat, remember, you can go to that web page. Where is that little guy? Here it is. Hold on. I'm going to put it in the chat so you'll see it later. Okay. So what Linda was talking about is when you see, let's say you are this guy, the King 5-4. Can you see my screen? All right. So if the declarer, who has the Ace-7-6, if the declarer leads the Queen of Spades, you would think, oh, I should cover that. But since you see the Jack right behind it, the technique is you let him win that first one. And then you cover the second one. And when you do that, who has the highest card? So it'll go Queen, small, small, small. And the declarer's like, oh, cool. I'm going to repeat this finesse because it worked. And they're going to go Jack, and you're going to cover this one with the King. And they'll say, okay, fine, I have to spend my ace. Who has the high card now? Your partner. You just promoted your partner's 10 to a winner. When the opponents have known length, see it, it describes it all. I'm not going to sit here and read it to you because certainly you can download this, you can get it from the website and you can read it. And it says when to cover, when not to cover. And then it goes into Linda's hands. And this is the one that she was on. She's on her way back. She got her big computer to reboot. So we're excited about that. Right. Does anybody else have general questions or questions on another hand, maybe?
Hey, I'm here, everybody. There's a storm outside. I had trouble getting on. I told Kathy and Lynn I was having a lot of trouble to get on. There's a big wind, very strong wind and a storm, and it's been cutting out the internet. That's why I've been cut off.
Well, you are a co-host again, my dear. Have fun.
Okay. Thank you.
They missed you.
All right. I'm all ready to go on hand number 7, but Gail wanted to ask me a question. So I'm going to go back and share the screen with you, Gail.
Gail, do you remember your question?
Do you remember
No, she already answered it. She answered it.
Oh, you
already answered it, Linda.
Oh, good. I did. Okay, here's hand number 7, the next one. And it's the storm outside. It's so bad and the wind is really bad. So that's why I've been wavering. Okay.
Talk fast.
All right. So now we're back on hand number 7. On hand number 7, we've got too many points to open 1 no trump. So South is going to open 1 club. Now, I don't know if anybody overcalled a heart, but for this moment in time, I will pass. And we will bid 1 diamond. Remember what I gave you, a bridge tip. You are not to bid a no trump because we do not want the weak hand playing the hand and the strong hand on the table. You should bend over backwards to bid even if it's a 3-card suit. Now, I'm going to mention this hand to you for one reason. If you take away a diamond, the 9 of diamonds, and make that the 9 of hearts, and you've got 3 spades, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 4 clubs. You are not to bid a no trump. Number 1, you don't have a heart stopper. Number 2, you don't want to play the hand and have the strong hand play the hand, because the other day, this is exactly what happened. They bid a no trump, and then I led the Queen of Hearts, and dummy came down with King Doubleton, and we took the first 5 heart tricks. When you're not stopped in all the suits, you should bend over backwards to bid 1 diamond, just to hear the openers rebid. So North must bid 1 diamond. Pass by East, and now you get to hear the right rebid. Not 1 no trump, but 2 no trump. 2 no trump by South shows 18, 19, and the strong hand plays the hand. Always remember, unless you stopped in all the suits, try to bid a diamond, even if it's a 3-card suit, because you're the captain. You know you're not going to play in diamonds, and you never have to worry. The whole principle of this game is to make sure that you get the strong hand to try and play the hand. So it's going to go pass, and this hand now will bid 3-no trump and accept the invitation. Now, some people might have overcalled a heart. We will talk about it before we play. If the bidding went 1 club by south, and West bid 1 heart for a lead, it guarantees a 5-card suit, because we don't overcall 4-card suits, and at least 2 of the top 3 or 4 honors. North hasn't got a bid to make. All North could bid is 2 clubs, because he hasn't got a heart stopper. And he can't bid diamonds. He hasn't got the points to bid at the 2 level. So if the bidding went 1 club by south, 1 heart by west, 2 clubs by north, and if the right hand east bids 2 hearts, you are looking at 19 points. You should bid 2-no trump. A free bid of 2-no trump, knowing partners only got 6 points, guarantees 18, 19 points. You don't have to jump the bidding. A 2-no trump bid, whether you do jump, you don't have to jump in this situation if they bid 2 hearts. If they didn't bid 2 hearts and your partner bid 2 clubs, 2-no trump in this position will show 18, 19. It is forcing, most likely forcing to game, and it shows 18, 19, because if you had 12 to 14, you would pass 2 clubs, and you'll still get to 3-no trump. And the lead will be the 4 of hearts. All right, let's look at our winners and try and dig up our treasures. In the spade suit, we have 3 tricks. South has the ace queen. Dummy can help you with the king and the jack, so you've got 3 spade tricks. In the heart suit, we've only got 1 trick, the ace. That's 4. In the club suit, we've only got 1 trick in South's hand. That is 5. In the diamond suit, we need 4 diamond tricks. And our only hope to make 4 diamond tricks is hope that the defenders make a mistake. Well, the first thing we learned about is the rule of 7. What is the rule of 7? When you've only got an ace in your hand and no other stopper in the suit they lead, you add up the cards in the south hand, which is 3, plus the number of cards in the north hand, which is 2, is 5. You subtract that from 7, and that says 2. It means you must duck 2 times. So that is what the rule of 7 is when you've only got an ace. You duck once. They come back the next highest one from a doubleton. Duck twice, it says. And you'll win the 3rd one. Throw a club away. That is called the rule of 7. You will find the notes in our past Zoom lessons. It will be there, the rule of 7. Now we need to get to dummy. Now we've got to pray that the diamonds break 3 and 3. So let's play a little spade. Don't put up the king, put up the jack. Just pretend you're taking a finesse. They don't have to know what's in your hand. And now you're going to play the queen of diamonds. And we just discussed before we started this evening that if you see all the cards behind it, never cover until the last card. So you never cover. Then when they play the jack, you still never cover. Now when they play the 10, you still never cover because the 9 is there. And now they can never make the contract, everybody. They have no chance of making the contract because the 9 will never uphold once the king is still out. If you covered that king of diamonds with the queen of diamonds without even thinking, they have 9 tricks. Now we are trick short. All we have are 5 tricks. we're going to take the ace of spades. Which is 6. We're going to take the queen of spades, which is 7. We can't take the 9 of diamonds, very sadly. Now you'll have to take a club, and we've got no hope at all. That's our 8th trick, and we're never going to make the hand. And the rest is theirs. So here is a situation that I discussed very early this evening. When I discussed with you and you see a solid card suit in the dummy, it is up to you definitely not to cover. You only cover the very last time, as long as you see the queen, the jack, the 10, and the 9. If you didn't see the 10 and the 9, and you only see the queen and the jack, you would cover the second time, but you would never cover this hand. Otherwise, you're making the contract. Are there any questions on hand number 7?
This is for no trump.
This is in no trump. This is in suits too. Same thing for suits, exactly the same. Whether you're in no trump, whether you're in suits, do not cover. One day, they may have a singleton ace. They may have a doubleton ace. You're never going to want to set up that suit. So as long as you see the cards behind, you only cover the very last one. Well, they couldn't do the last one. They only had 3 in their hand.
Linda,
so they couldn't do it.
Sorry, real quick. How do you get past 15 points on that south hand? I can't see it.
I've got, how do I get past
4
how many
aces.
points?
Yeah.
I've got 6 in the spades, the ace and the queen. I've got an ace, which is another 4, is 10. I've got another 5 in the clubs, is 15. And I've got another ace in the diamonds, which is 19.
Yes, you're right. Very
19.
good.
Are there any other questions on this hand, everybody? Did anybody overcall a heart? It makes it a little bit more difficult if you overcall a heart. In this situation, if they overcall a heart, you've just got to bid 2 clubs. You have no other bid on the hand. Your partner opened a club and they bid a heart, you bid 2 clubs. If they bid 2 hearts, you're now going to bid 2 no trump. 2 no trump is 18, 19. Because if you had 12 to 14, you would never make a free bid of 2 no trump.
So if my partner bid a diamond, the north, I think she bid 3 diamonds. So I should have gone ahead and taken that out to 3 no trump.
Who bid 3 diamonds?
North, I mean south, wait a minute. North bid 3 diamonds.
How did they get there? I would have bid 1 diamond. I've only got a few points.
Well, that was her response to the openers.
To the opening bit of a club?
To the opening 1 club, yeah.
We don't go jumping around. That's for children in the park. The stronger we are, we go slowly. We bid 1 diamond. The whole principle of this game is to hear the opener's rebid. That's the number 1. The opener describes and the responder decides. So we always wait to hear the opener's rebid.
But so she bid 1 diamond.
You must bid 1 diamond, yes.
Yeah.
And then partner will bid 2 no trump to show 18, 19 and a balanced hand. You can have 4 hearts, you can have 4 spades, but no trump takes precedence. The point count of 18, 19 takes precedence over a 4-card major. You want to show a no trump shape. You could have 2 4-card majors and you still have to bid 2 no trump. 18, 19.
Is it 18 to 19 points if it's not a jump to 2 no trump?
You have to jump to 2 no trump. If you bid 1 no trump, it's 12 to 14. 2 no trump is 18, 19.
Jump to 2 no trump.
But a free bid over 2 clubs, if they came in with a heart, is 18, 19. You don't have to jump.
Could you explain that? Say that again.
If you open a club and the opposition bid a heart, West bids a heart, and North bids 2 clubs. which is a limit bid. It says, partner, I have 6 to 9 or a bad 10. If you were holding 12 to 14, you wouldn't be bidding again. So a free bid of 2 no trump is still 18-19. It's a free bid. 18-19. It's a free bid. You would never bid with 12 to 14 if partner limited the hand to 6 to 9 points. 2 no trump is 18-19 over 2 clubs. You don't have to jump to 3 no trump.
Linda?
Yes.
Is there anything to be said about aces and spaces? I mean, do you devalue the hand at all?
You know, a lot of teachers say that when you've got all 4 aces, you should increase your point count, but I don't. I like stuffing. If I had lots of 10s and 9s, I might have opened 2 no trump, but I don't see any redeeming feature on this hand. To me, aces are aces. I don't see why you should add more. Marty Bergen says that when you've got 4 aces, you should increase your point count with 4 aces. I don't believe in that. I don't have enough fillers in this hand. They're empty. Ace third, ace jack fourth. There's no 10s and 9s redeeming features that would enhance his hand to open 2 no trump and upgrade the hand having 4 aces.
My question was about devaluing it because it's aces and spaces.
No, I don't. I take it for high card.
Okay, thanks.
But some people open this hand 2 no trump if they're in the 3rd seat. If the bidding had gone past by north, past by east, many people with 19 open 2 no trump.
Linda, when you, oh, go ahead. Linda, oh, sorry. When you do the 2 no trump bid, what happens if your hand's not balanced? Does that matter, or is it more you're just basically saying?
I would never open 2 no trump if I'm not balanced.
No, I meant as your opener rebidding.
Well, my opener's rebid can't have a singleton.
Okay.
It cannot have a singleton. I would jump shift in a new suit if I had to show 18-19. If I had a, or I might reverse, if I had a 6-card club suit, I might reverse to 2 diamonds to show a good hand, 17 or more. If I had 6 clubs and I had this very strong unbalanced hand, I might do that. I might have a singleton heart and 6 clubs. So I'd reverse, I might bid 2 diamonds if I needed to show strength. But I never rebid no trump with a singleton as a first rebid. I have one exception. There's always one exception in this game. And my exception is if it's a singleton honor, an ace, king, or queen. Then I'll rebid a no trump. But if it's not an honor, I will never rebid a no trump with a singleton. Does that help you? Good.
Yes,
Anybody
thank
else? Anybody else on this hand?
No.
Somebody else was wanting to ask me a question.
I was just going to ask a question because when you're looking at the 19-point count, you're going to open with a club knowing that you want to get to no trump. So the risk is your partner doesn't have the points. You'll just play in the minor 4 clubs.
You mean if my partner passes a club?
Yeah.
It's too bad. If my partner can't bid over 1 club, I'm not making anything anyway.
Okay.
I don't mind risking it. I don't mind risking it at all. But if my partner, and that's why I don't open 2 clubs. We're going to do a lesson on 2 club openings later on in the program. And I'm going to mention that to you because I don't like to open 2 clubs with clubs or diamonds for that matter. It gets the bidding too high. I'd rather open 1 because it just gets too high to be able to describe your hand. If I've got majors, fine, but not when I've got minors. I prefer to open 1. And jump shift or reverse or do something. Try not to open 2 clubs when you've got 2 suited hands. It gets the bidding too unruly and too high. I'd always open a club. Okay? But we'll do that when we come to strong 2s. I've got lots to show you.
Thank you.
Okay, are there anything else on this hand?
So how about board 12?
Sorry, what did you say?
Board 12.
I'm doing it right this minute.
Oh, great.
But I'm going to reiterate again. If that 9 of diamonds was the 9 of hearts, I do not want you bidding a no trump. I want you to bid 1 diamond on a 3-card diamond suit, because you want to hear the opener's rebid, so maybe the opener will play the hand and not you. Okay? Very important. Bidding a diamond.
What was
Huh?
What was the final contract on that?
3-no. 3-no.
3-no.
Oh yeah, 3-no. But you can't make it if you don't cover. You will make it if you put the king of diamonds on, and that's what the whole lesson's about. You don't want to cover. When you see the cards behind, you do not cover. Okay, so let's look at this hand. We have a 5-3-3-2 hand with a 5-card major, and we have 16 high card points. I always open by the west hand, 1 no trump. That is a no trump shape, a 5-3-3-2. If you open a heart and your partner bids a no trump, you will miss a game, because your partner could have 9-10 points and you've got 16 in a 5-card suit. So it's your duty to rather bid the no trump and describe 15 to 17. It's going to go past by north. And now the east hand is going to most probably use stamen because they are unbalanced. 2 clubs. East bids 2 clubs. Do you have a 4-card major? And you bid 2 hearts, which shows 4. Pass by north, and you're going to bid 4 hearts and get a nice surprise that partner happened to have had 5. But remember, a 5-3-3-2 is a no trump shape. And you're playing in 4 hearts. And I've always said to you before we lead, if you hold an outside ace king, it is your duty to lead the ace, even if partner bids a suit, to tell partner where you live. Ace. And now we got to look at the losers, everybody. In the heart suit, we're missing the king. In the spade suit, we may lose 1 spade trick. Everything depends how the spades are divided and where the king is. In the diamond suit, you're losing no diamond tricks. And in the club, you're losing 2. You could always throw away a diamond, the 4th diamond, and throw away the spade. You could do that. That would help as well. But I want to teach you about covering honors with an honor. I need you to not look at this hand as such, but to look at the principle of why we do not cover the first time when you see the card below. It goes ace of clubs. 2, I don't like it. Attitude. The jack dropped. You're going to play the king of clubs. Little club. Little club. And the queen drops. Well, that's for sure 2 doubletons. You've got the 10 and the 9, and you're never going to play clubs again. Remember my little song. What you don't see in the dummy, you don't play. So if you see no clubs, you never play them again, because you never want to give a rough and a discard. Now, looking at this dummy, you're either going to play a heart or you're going to play a spade or a diamond. You can choose what you want to play. But for all intents and purposes, let's say that we choose to play a diamond. Okay? And you win the king. And you want to take a finesse in the heart. And they win the king of hearts. They cannot play a spade. They should play back a heart. Because if you play a spade and the queen jack's in dummy, it's going to ruin the whole hand. So let's just play back a heart for the moment. Throw your clubs away. And there's one little child running around. So let's get that last trump out. Now all the trumps have gone. I want you to learn about when to cover an honor with an honor. You play the queen of spades, and there is a rule. If you see the card behind, which you can see, the jack, you will not cover. Now, if they play the jack, you will cover.
I'm sorry, Linda, but if they didn't have the jack, then you would have played...
Oh, 100%. If I do not see the jack, I put up the king because I don't know what my partner has. 100%. If I don't see the jack, the king goes on the table. Because my partner might have the 10 and they're going to make the 10. So if it goes queen, king, ace, and they make the jack, my partner's 10 will become a trick. If I do not cover and they play the queen and I don't see the jack, and declarer's got the ace and the jack, they're going to make 3 tricks. So you should always cover if you don't see the card behind it. In other words, let me just go back for 1 second. I wish I could move the cards around for you. If I put the jack in the west hand, okay? If the jack was in the west hand and you don't cover the king with the queen, they're going to make the queen, the jack, and the ace. They're making 3 tricks. But if I cover the queen with the king and the ace takes, the jack will take the second one and my partner's 10 will take the third one. So when you don't see the card behind, always cover. But in this situation, I'm going to show you the wrong way. And this is where you all fall down. You cover the king, which, unless it's a doubleton, that's the only exception. There's always an exception. If the king's doubleton, you must cover, but it's not. It goes queen, king, ace. Now you have a finesse of the 10. Play the 4, play the 5, and now you finesse the 10. Now you lose no tricks in the suit. But if we go back to the right play, not the wrong play, do not cover when you see the card behind it, only the second time. It goes queen, little, little, little. Now, if they don't play the jack, I'm not playing the king. But let's say they do play the jack. I cover to promote the 10 in my partner's hand. Now my partner will make the 10. If they do not play the jack, I'm not playing the king. I will never play the king. Let's say they play the 8. I'm going to duck it. And now my partner will make the 10 or they'll put up the ace and my king will be a trick. So when you see the card behind, you only cover the last of touching cards. Last of touching cards. The last touching card was the jack. The 10 is not visible in the dummy. So in this situation, you have to cover the last of touching cards, the jack. And then you'll know when to do it. But if we go back to the one before, I said, if you see a solid suit, never cover. You can't gain anything by covering. The queen, the jack, the 10, the 9 of diamonds. There was nothing to gain, so you wouldn't cover. But in this situation, you would play the jack. If you did, and our partner's 10 will become a trick. But on this hand, you don't have to lose a spade because you've got the 4th diamond. I want to prove to you that covering an honor the first time is losing bridge because now they can finesse the 10. Are there any questions on this hand? Did I answer your question, the one who wanted number 12?
Yeah, but my partner My partner opened with a heart.
Okay, and then what?
So then I went to 3 heart because I thought if he has 5 and I have 4, 9, so rule of...
Yeah, but what happens when partner doesn't have a heart fit with you?
When I said 3 hearts, then he started...
that's easy. You
then
got
he started with a 4 no trump, thinking that I had a big hand.
No. The stronger you are, the slower you're going. You're not going to make an invitational, but 3 hearts is not forcing. It's invitational. 3 hearts is invitational. And 11 opposite 16 is only 27, 28. You need 33 for a slam.
All right.
So you should never be looking for a slam. You were lucky that partner had 4 hearts. But what happens if partner doesn't have 4 hearts? And partner's only got 2 hearts? And partner bids 1 no trump? Or 2 no trump? You can't get across your point count. So you've got a problem. You always think of your rebid. So I would definitely not bid 1 heart on this hand. I'm always opening a no trump. Queen Jack is as good as 3 babies. I like to open a no trump.
Yeah, if he had bid
let's
no
say
trump.
he bid a no trump, and now what's going to happen? You're missing a game. He will comp bid 2 no, because that's 18, 19. So you're going to miss a game.
Right.
But
no, we overbid. We went up to
I think
6
so.
heart.
I think so. All right. Any other questions on hand number 12? And if you don't have any questions, I'd like to talk, if you'd like to discuss any other hands.
Linda, can you do the bidding on hand 11, please?
Sure. No problem. I love to go over the bidding with you.
While you're setting that up, if you have a 5-card major and you open 1 no, how do you ever find a 5-3 fit?
You can't. It's unfortunate, and that's the problem. You have to think of your rebid before you open. And I know Larry Cohen told me this, that he could be a millionaire today if he took $1 for everybody that asked that question. When do you open a no trump versus a 5-card major?
Think about it and I'll write something.
And that's what he said. And therefore, if you want my word of advice,
I will write something.
If you want my word of advice, I will give you my 2 cents. And this
Please.
is the way I feel. If I'm going to tell it to you, if I have 15, 16 and I have a 5, 3, 3, 2, I open the no trump. But if I have 17 and I have any 5-card suit to a good honor, I treat that as 18. I will open that major or minor, and then whatever my partner bids, I would bid 2 no trump. So for 15, 16, I open the no trump. And if I've got 17 in a good 5-card suit, I treat that as 18, and I open the 5-card suit, minor or major, and I rebid 2 no trump. And it's been the best thing you could learn. That's my advice. Okay? Yes, Sherry's got her hand up. Katie's got her hand up. Yeah, Sherry, unmute yourself.
My question is, when I go to look at the previous lessons and stuff, when does it get posted? When will this be posted so I can listen to this lesson again?
Tomorrow? They get posted the day after?
Like at the end of the day?
I'm not sure when. Lynn, do you know when?
Yeah, it really depends on the workload of the webmaster, but I send them in the morning, so hopefully sooner than later.
Okay, thank you.
And Katie?
Yeah, Linda, I had a question. It was in the chat in the very beginning. It talked about, even before the card play started, in the lobby, in the chat, it said that they lead, this was a hint, they lead a queen in the suit contract and the dummy has the king 5-4-3. Never cover if I can't promote a trick in my hand.
Yes.
So does that mean if I have the ace, or I have the ace and the jack XX, that would be I would cover then? I didn't quite get what you were saying there.
Okay, so let me tell you about that. That's one of my little rules. If dummy's got king third and the opponents leave the queen and you've got a singleton or a doubleton, you've got nothing in the suit, never cover. And the reason being is that your right-hand opponent may have a singleton ace, may have a doubleton ace, and that king may become a trick. So if they play the queen, you duck it. If they play the jack, you duck it again. And you never know if that king will be established. Maybe they had ace doubleton or ace third. Everything, or ace singleton, you don't know. But you can't promote a diamond in your hand if dummy's got the king and you've got nothing in that suit. That is what I mean by never covering. Does that make it clear?
That's a little better. Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
But you've got nothing in your hand. You've got 1 or 2 baby cards. If you can't promote a trick in your hand, you should never cover.
Are you saying if you're the defense and you can, I'm confused about who's they and who's, I didn't understand it all.
You're playing the hand. The opponent leads the queen of diamonds. Dummy's got king little. And you've got 2 baby diamonds in your hand. You're playing the hand. If you can't promote a trick in your own hand in that suit, never cover the king. I've seen people put up the ace and not even see their partner let the queen. They just do it without even looking. They're so happy to win a trick.
So when you say if you can't promote a trick, do you mean the opponents or the people?
No, you in your hand have 2 baby diamonds and dummy's got king little. You can never make anything out of 2 baby diamonds in your hand. So why would you put up the king to the queen? That's what I mean by never covering. You can't make a trick in diamonds in your own hand if you've got 2 little diamonds or 1 little diamond. They're not leading away from the ace. So never cover. If you're playing the hand, do not cover. It's an automatic rule. Do not cover unless you can make a trick in your hand. In other words, if you've got the jack, sure, you're going to cover the queen with the king because now your jack will become a trick. Who leads a queen without the jack? The only time the queen is led without the jack is it's a singleton. It's a singleton. No one leads a queen without the jack in a suit contract. That is a known fact, that if anybody leads the queen without the jack, it's usually a singleton. It could be a doubleton. If you're looking at the jack and it's the unbid suit, that's the extenuating circumstances. They've bid 3 suits and you decide to lead the unbid suit, but no one leads the queen without the jack. So if dummy's got the king and you've got 2 little ones, don't cover. Never cover. Because you can't make a trick in your diamond suit. I know it's hard to listen, but not see. I like you to see and do, and that makes it much easier for you. All right, let's talk about this 11. Somebody wants to know how to bid the hand. South's going to pass, and West is going to open 1 diamond. I haven't seen this hand before. And North is going to overcall 1 heart. 5-card suit and 2 of the top honors. And now East is not going to bid at all. Right? East is going to pass, even with 1 diamond. I don't think you should be bidding 2 diamonds on this hand at all. All you've got to give partner is a king and a doubleton. I think the hand is just too weak. So it's going to go 1 heart, pass. And now South may bid 2 hearts. I've got a fit with you, partner. And now this hand, let's talk about this hand. You've got 2 choices. You're either going to double and say, partner, I'm short in hearts, as long as you've never bid, and this is the principle of take out doubles by the opener. As long as you, my partner, have never bid a suit, all doubles are take out. You've got to bid. You're not allowed to pass. So you've got 2 choices. You're either going to double or you're going to bid 2 spades to say, partner, I've got longer diamonds than spades. I prefer a double. because partner could have 4 spades, partner could have 5 clubs. So I'd much rather double and tell partner, I can take any suit you bid. And that's how the bidding should go. Pass. And now you would bid 3 diamonds by East.
Then why wouldn't South bid 3 clubs with 11 points?
Because you never deny a fit with a fit. If you've got an
I'm sorry,
card,
three heart. Wait. Why wouldn't South jump to 3 hearts?
You mean
with 11?
When the bidding went 1 heart past, you think they should bid 3 hearts?
Yes, to show
because the law of total trick says you should have 9 trumps between you and you've only got 8. I bid 3 hearts on the law. If I've got 8 trumps, I bid at the 2 level. If I have 9 trumps, I bid at the 3 level. I use the law of total tricks.
What about a Q bid?
Points.
The Q bid, you could use a Q bid to say, look, partner, I'm pretty good. How good are you for your overcall? And you could use the Q bid, which I use a lot, and I teach people a lot. I did it today in supervised play. Let's go back for one moment. I like the Q bid. The Q bid in this situation, okay, 2 diamonds. The Q bid of the opener suit guarantees a fit in your own suit that you overcalled and 10 points or better. Partner, I don't know how good your overcall is. If you're good, maybe we should go to game. If you're not that good, maybe we should just play in hearts. Now, over 2 diamonds, okay, West may want to bid 2 spades to show longer diamonds and spades, or he might double and say, I've got a good diamond suit. That is entirely up to West's style. So let's say he passes. Your queen of diamonds is worth 0 points. You do not have a great hand. Queen third of clubs is not a great hand. I call that 3 losers. I have 2 diamond losers. And I would just bid 3 hearts and say, partner, forget it. I don't have a good hand. And that's how I would bid the hand if you want to use the Q bid.
Good.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
3 hearts or 2 hearts?
Well, you can't bid over 2. Oh, I didn't see that. No, I would bid 2 hearts. Sorry, I didn't see that. 2 hearts. I would bid 2 hearts, not 3 hearts. 2 hearts. I thought he bid 2 spades. If he bid 2 spades, if West bid 2 spades to show longer diamonds and spades, and West bids 2 spades, okay, you now can pass. And it'll go 3 diamonds by East. And now you will bid 3 hearts by South. And it's going to go pass, pass, pass. I like to bid spades if I'm 6-4. But if you want to treat that as a 6-card diamond suit, I might bid 2 spades to show longer diamonds and spades. Any questions on board 11?
Yeah, Linda, so I was sitting north, and I guess I was timid because I did not overcall.
Oh, you must overcall. This is a bidder's game. Anytime you have 2 of the top 3 honors and a 5-card suit, I need you to dive in and dive out. You'll never drown. Trust me.
He doesn't have the
He does.
2 of
The Queen Jack 10 is pretty solid. He
That's
has.
not 2
He
of the
doesn't
top
have 2
3.
of the top 3, but he's got the Jack and the 10 and the 9. That's a pretty solid suit.
Okay, so he's
The
got
only
3 out of
ones
the
you're
top
missing
5.
are the Ace King. I would definitely overcall. Don't be scared to overcall at the 1 level. It's really important to dive in and dive out. Really, you'll never drown. Trust me, at the 1 level. Get those 5-card majors in early. I was telling everyone today, do not double for takeout because you've got shortage in their suit. If you've got a 5-card major, I want you to get in now, and I'll tell you the reason why. You never want to lose the 5 3 major suit fit. If you don't have 18 or more points, your overcall can be anything from 6 to 17 or 6 to 16. To double and bid shows a very strong hand. Rather show the 5-card major and double later if you have to. So try and get in as often as you can. The more you bid, the better your results will be. Don't pass. I know the Queen of Diamonds is worth nothing. The Queen Third of Clubs is not worth much, but please get in at the first opportunity because you can't come in later. Does that help you, sir?
It does. It just the way it was played in our board is Wes bid 1 diamond, and then there were 3 passes, so they played at 1 diamond.
No kidding. I would never pass with 10 points. I would double. South has got a balance because they know partners got points. I never let them play there if I'm short and I have 10 or more high card points and shortage in diamonds. I would always double.
Okay.
I'm a passed hand originally, so my partner knows I don't have a full opening hand, but we're bidding on partner's hand. It's called the balancing double.
Yeah.
The balancing double is mandatory on this hand. We cannot pass 1 diamond. We cannot.
Thank you. Very helpful.
My pleasure. Anything else? Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Well, I want to thank you all for coming. Sorry about the weather. I've had very bad weather here, which really messed up the internet. And I look forward to discussing splitting honors with you on Thursday. Good luck, everyone. See you Thursday.
You.
Good night.
Thank you.